Welcome to Tiny Rails, the fun casual game with a train, where you can be as involved or as uninvolved as you like with the game. You can literally leave it to randomly move your train around the world while you don't care, or you can move it to every station, buy cargo, deal with passengers, and change your train as much as you like. This, I believe, is episode 49 if I've got the numbers right. And last time around I think I was in Australia, where just before going to Australia I had completed Russia East, which opened Asia Central, which allows me to continue with the quests and the story, which is what I'm going to do in this episode. So I'm now going to be in Asia Central, coming to the first station where the quests and the story continue. I think it's Pavlodar, something like that. That's my train currently going past with its current configuration. So let me continue, see where I am. Okay, I'm coming towards Pavlodar. I was correct. This is my current train configuration. These 4 cars at the front are 4 cars that I'm trying to level up to the next levels, which is the level 3 in the case of these trains. Once I've done that, I will actually get some more trains out the gumball machine so I can replace them. And here we go with the story. Blackwell. Well, son. I hear you have some information on me and my dealings in Russia. What? How could you possibly know that? Is there a spy on this train? Fascinating. Spies and space trains. I knew this trip would be worth it. Yes, Blackwell and a competitor, Railco, are apparently trying to build space trains. I don't know how space trains would exactly work, but... A blogger, Carter. Is this the company you've been keeping in Russia? Carter being Blackwell's son. Regardless, everything I've done is perfectly legal. This is the future, son. My competitors will be landlocked while I make profits throughout the cosmos. You've been watching too much Trek Wars, father. I'll admit it's cool technology, but I want you to fail so I can take the company over. Sigh. While you sit there with crippling doubts, I'm going to get the final contracts together. We'll launch soon. Goodbye, son. Curse my father and his frustratingly cool idea. We have to stop him. Gamian, this is Velez. We have a problem. Roger, Railco is preparing to launch. You'll need to create an EMP to shut those trains down. Roger. Who are you talking to now? Just the birdies. You know what we need to do to forget about all this craziness? We need to go to Dushanbe and take in a museum. That is always relaxing. Don't worry, Carter. We'll stop your father. Okay. Well, that completed the start of the quest. Oh, I need to change the map over to that. Yes, I've currently completed 76% of North America. In between the last episode and this episode, I've been running around mainly America and, well, USA, Canada, which doesn't necessarily include Alaska and Mexico, trying to fill cargo requests or cargo requirements. So I've now got 76% completion of North America. I'm going to collect my money for completing that part of the quest. Buy EMP part cargo from H Rao? I can't pronounce that. Also collect for that job I've completed. And I'll take that job. So now I'm going to somewhere else. In Kazakhstan, apparently. But while I'm here, what's in the market? Oh, I can get cotton. I know they're useful somewhere. I have also bought the Asian Central Depot, which cost me 1.25 million gold, which doesn't make me particularly happy spending that much money. And I'm trying to figure out where I need to go next. Oh, Stroth! They want me to go a bit of a distance, don't they? Now I'm in Asia Central Centre. I can also complete the task list, which is serve 1,500 passengers, travel 21,000 miles, buy or upgrade 30 Asia Centre stations, travel to 15 cities, and apparently I've completed the gold from cars and level up cars, which will, when I complete this area, will open up Asia North, get me a new factory in 50,000, and get me a train and caboose. So, whilst I'm here, I might as well buy this station. See if I can find some cheapest stations to buy in this area. That looks pretty cheap to me. That's not. That's cheap for its first level. I tend to work on the 10,000 or less to buy stations until I run out of those in an area. Then I'll spend the money on 50,000 stations. But I don't like spending 50,000 on a station. I can get a lot better value for my money elsewhere. Okay, that's all the stations I can buy on the cheap, so I still need another 12 stations. That's going to cost me a fair chunk of money. Alrighty, so off we go to whichever direction it's going to send me. Now that carriage, the Candy Food car, is almost up to its next level, as I think is the Skyview car. So once those two level up, I will go to the Gumball machine and get 2 new cars, because I've run out of cars which are not level 3, or fully leveled up basically. So to replace those 2 cars, I need to get some more. Equally, I want to do some upgrades. I don't have all that much money, but I want to upgrade my maximum cargo a bit. Still go a bit further and a bit further. Like that will do for that. I'll upgrade my maximum passengers a little bit. And now I want some money. And I want these carriages to upgrade. My maximum cargo currently is 256 now with the current train configuration, and I've already got 3,500 bits of cargo inside my depot out of a possible 4,000. I've had times when I've got it down to just under 2,000 relatively recently, and now it's back up to 3,500. The problem when you travel across the world, you tend to pick up bits of cargo that you know you'll need, even if you don't need them now, and go past the depot, drop them off, and you do that a few times, and all of a sudden your depot starts getting very full very quickly. But I'm curious what's happening with these space trains. I guess I'll find out shortly, but I want to find out now. I'll buy the cheap stuff. I know those dolls are useful somewhere in Russia. I don't know exactly where in Russia, but I do know they're wanted somewhere in Russia. This train will probably level up shortly. So let's have a burst of speed. My current top speed of 320 miles an hour with this train configuration. Probably have a few bursts of top speed, because it's a long way to the next station, over 750 miles still. I'd like to get there sometime today. We go through the desolate fields, and good, this carriage has finally leveled up. So let me level it up, as is that one. So that is now a max level car, as is that one now. Which means, as I said, I'm now going to go to the Gumball machine and get 2 new cars. A Mutz Cuts car. Okay, that's new. Yeah, some kind of passenger car. And a non-rare car. A Hawaiian car. I've had a couple of those. Let me get the money out of those. Right. Now let me find these 2 new cars I just picked up. Gonna be in here somewhere. That's the Mutz Cuts car. That can go there. And now I need to find the Hawaiian car that I've just picked up. I've seen a couple of Hawaiian cars, just not the one I've just picked up. There it is. goes into that slot. That one won't take too long to level up. Oh, this actually earns money as well. In that case, 1 second. Swap you with that one. Because that's a passenger car, it doesn't earn me money, I'm just trying to level it up. It doesn't generate cash whilst I'm rolling along, should I say. Time to do a bit of cleaning and maintenance. Time to tell the train to speed up. These 4 cars, which I'm trying to level up, are 2 water tanker cars, which are basically there so I can carry additional cargo, which I'm quite willing to dump when I get enough cars which need leveling up, which will probably happen in the next episode. When I go and get 2 new cars in the next episode, and I want to put them on the train, I'll dump these 2 water tanker cars, which will cut down my cargo capacity by 26 in total. That actually requires me to A, get to the next episode, and B, make sure I've got enough money to actually use the gumball machine. Okay. This wants water. I'm not carrying any water. I know diesel fuel is useful. I'm pretty sure cotton is useful. I'm not sure about the Russian perfume. So I'll buy it. I can always sell it at the next station once I've checked it out. Okay. Uralsk apparently is next. Anybody want Russian? Oh, somebody does actually want Russian perfume. One place in Russia. So I will keep it on the train for now. Just out of curiosity. Train slows down a bit. Thank you. Right. In my trips around America, I did a load of accountancy jobs, so Lance, my accountant, has almost reached the next level. Sophia's got a long way to go before she reaches the next level, and I haven't really been keeping an eye on the jobs I do for Hank. I just tend to pick them up when they're worth 5 experience points each, and apparently I'm getting close with Hank for the next level as well. Not too close, not as close as I am with Lance the accountant. And there's my wonderful Mutz Cuts car. That's a great name for a car. Candy food cars, kind of standard name, Hawaiian car. But Mutz Cuts car? Try saying that when you're drunk. I'm going to see if I've got any money in the caboose as well. Almost 10,000. Could be worse. Buy too much cargo. However, I do know all of this cargo is actually useful. Well, you rephrase that, most of this cargo is useful, so even if not immediately. However, as I've mentioned before, I have this tendency to fill my depot. Because I think, oh, okay. Buy diesel fuel cargo from Asia Central is one of the jobs. Sure, I'm in Asia Central. Trouble saying that. So I might as well see if I can fulfill that demand as I'm coming up to the next part of the quest. And the next part of the quest also has diesel fuel at its station. The question is, what's going to happen with the space trains? I am curious. Stealthily moved into this city at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I've got to pick up EMP parts, of course. That's what they wanted me to pick up. Gamyoung, this is Velis. I have the EMP parts. Where do I need to go get? What do I need to get next? Good work, Velis. You'll need batteries. Can you acquire some? Roger, I'll hide this inside a replica Fabergé egg. No one would suspect. Okay, where's the diesel fuel? Okay, I completed that quest. Gets me a bit more money. Oh, I completed that job. Buy big battery cargo at Ashgabat. That job, I'll take that job. Okay, so now I've got to find Ashgabat. No, just down here. It's only a couple of stations away. Still a bit of a trek, I know, but it's only a couple of stations away. As we were in town for just about an hour to do our business. Came in at 3 o'clock in the morning, left just after 4. Haven't seen any photographs I can take in Asia Central yet. Well, maybe there'll be some in the not-too-distant future. Maybe there won't. I don't know how many nice places Kazakhstan, for example, has. Never having been to Kazakhstan. Apparently there are quite a few stands, so not including Afghanistan, Tibekistan. Oh, there's a whole lot of countries that finish with Stan. So I'm guessing the Stan part of the name actually stands for something. You excuse the phrasing of that. It actually has a meaning. Oh, his photograph. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I will just butcher that, whatever this photograph is called. Number 110. But I got to take a photograph. Actau is the next town we appear to be coming into. Yes, if I'm pronouncing these horribly wrong, don't correct me. I'll quite happily wallow in my ignorance. Buy more diesel fuel. I'll buy the cotton as well. And off we go to Ashgabat. 618 miles away. So I've served 240 passengers. I've still got to travel another 18,000, maybe 19,000 miles. And I've still got to travel to a load of cities and buy a load of stations, so I'm not going to complete the task list anytime soon. But I would like to make progress with the quest. Out of curiosity. It actually wants cotton. Oh good, I'm carrying a load of cotton. That means I can dump some of my cargo there. Like I need to do a train cleaning. That's the mutts cut calves complaining about being dirty. How close is this candy car? Candy car's got a long way to go, as does that luxury passenger car. Oh well. Burst of speed, so we can get to Ashgabat. TM. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what TM is. Country. I figured out Kazakhstan. I figured out quite a few of them now. But TM, that'll come to me in time. Turkmenistan? That's my current guess. Turkmenistan. Day breaks. The sun starts coming up. here we are, looking for batteries, I think it was. First things first, let me sell all my cotton to make some space for the big battery. Buy the diesel fuel as well, because I have a job for that. Gamia, and this is Velez. I have the big batteries. What do I need to do next? Excellent, Velez. Get that train to Norilsk and set the EMP off quickly. Is that to set the EMP off quickly, or get to the place quickly, then set off the EMP? Because grammatically, it sounded like you need to set the EMP off quickly. Roger, I'll hide this in a lacquer box. No one would think to look inside one. Okay. I'm willing to leave the rest of the stuff. I've completed a bit of the quest. So, I've now got to go to Norilsk, Russia. I might as well take the money for my photograph. And in fact, I completed the job of buying the diesel fuel as expected, or as requested. And I'll just take that job. Probably got a few of these on the go at the moment. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need more jobs. I've currently got 6 get cargo from obstructions. So that's probably more than sufficient for that type of job. Okay, now I've got 10 jobs. Okay, now, so where am I going exactly? Okay, looks like I'm coming out of Asia Central to who knows where. Up there. That's a long trek. But okay. If you insist, you insist. So let me see if I can find a route that I like. That's got that. What's that? Cargo on wood. You want strawberries, pineapples, and fuel. You want wheat. Diesel fuel. I could drop my diesel fuel off over there. I'll go via that route. Just to drop my diesel fuel off along the way. Samarkand, Uzbekistan. Which was one of the jewels of that part of the world. Then of course the Soviet Union came along and filled it with concrete blocks. But it had a wonderful and colourful history. Not that I know much about it, but it was featured in a book I read once. $9,000 there. Let's get this train moving, get a bit of speed. You know what to say as I'm going from Ashgabat to Samarkand. And my train is happily going along. I need a load of money, so there's not much I can say about that. Probably time to do some cleaning, repairs. But I'm going to drop off my diesel fuel at a station that wants it. I'll buy some more along the way. I know cotton is going to be useful in the future. And There is one place that wants Russian perfume, but I'm not going to buy any more for now. I'd like to keep some space in my train. Tashkent? That's how I'd pronounce that, but they may pronounce it differently in Uzbekistan. It's the next place on the wonderful travel brochure itinerary. Completed a job, always nice. 2 of them, in fact. Taking up a accountancy job as I'm close to levelling up lands. I'll take that job because it needs some money. So I've got just over 80,000 available, which is not a lot, it must be said. All my planned expenses, 80,000 just isn't going to cut it. Yeah, no, that's useful. I'm pretty sure I can do some more of those, and this time I will buy the Russian perfume. I'll leave the power cables. And now we're going to Osh. Apparently. In... that's Kyrgyzstan? Yeah, I don't know what KG stands for. I'm guessing... either Kurdistan, Kyrgyzstan... Yep, no clue. So I'm going to go with... yeah, I'm going to go officially with no clue. I guess we some more diesel fuel and some more cotton. And that should have also completed a couple of jobs. Collecting cargo, which means I can now make another couple of jobs. Coming up to Osh. He's definitely getting closer to that, and he's very close to levelling up. Okay, take that and the cotton. I'll leave the rest. I need some space in my train. And we go to Bishkek. Again, I'm probably pronouncing these things absolutely horribly, and the natives of such countries and the residents of these towns or cities would probably want to stone me for absolute and utterly butchering the names. But tough. Okay, this new Hawaiian car is levelling up to level 2 already. But Cut's car is going to take a while before it levels up. But the nice thing about travelling around Asia and Russia is the distances between places are quite large. So it does give your train or your carriages, train cars if you prefer, plenty of time to level up or gain experience, so they will level up what seems like faster. It's not, but because you spend so much more time just travelling from one place to the other rather than stopping at each city like you do in, for example, the USA East or in Mexico, where cities aren't spaced very far apart, so it feels like a lot longer before you can level up the cars because of all the stop-starting. Even though they actually have to go exactly the same distance, doesn't matter if you stop-start or just do it all in one shot. Okay, this is where I get to dump a lot of diesel fuel. Now I'll pick that and that up. I'm pretty sure the power cables were useful somewhere, so I'll pick them up as well. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now is find out where it was in Russia I meant to have gone again. Over this way. Right, I will set that as my destination, and then I'm going to end the episode, and next time around you should see me coming into Norlisk, however you pronounce that one, which wants some kind of cables, but not better than the cables I'm currently carrying. I've done the market. So, as I say, that's where I'm going to end the episode. And next time around, we'll be on to the next part of the quest. Which, oh, hang on, photograph. Monument to the Fathers of the Nation, number 123. Okay, I'm good with that. Yes. So, where my wonderful Russian spy is apparently going to set up an EMP cannon to stop Railco having space trains. We'll see how that goes. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you down the track for more of Tiny Rails in the near future. Cheerio!